Let's ruin our lives.
Getting pissed at high tide, chewing up like cyanide. Please don't revive. Let's ruin our lives. Some pills in acid, nails in my casket. That sounds romantic. To just ruin our lives.
それじゃあビデオ見てもらいます。ねんなよ。
Fashion. I don't know anything about it, but tonight we are covering it at the Cunty Coyote event hosted by AZ DeZign with a Z, and we're gonna see what it's like. Let's go. Downtown Phoenix has changed a lot over the years. I used to come here 10, 15, 20 years ago, and it was a completely different place. Before all the gentrification, before all the yuppie-dom, red lights are fancy. I believe this was an art gallery, and now it's, I don't know what it is. I don't like it. Oh, it's a coffee shop. A 15-story coffee shop. Okay, we've made it. Hello. Hi, we're here to document. I talked with Hazey about it. Okay. Okay. Okay, sounds good. It's called Let's Ruin Our Lives. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, I'm Josh.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. This is Poca Madre right here. So, can you guys introduce yourself?
I'm Lottie. I'm the bassist.
I'm Adrian. I play the guitar.
I'm Lars. I play the drums.
Right on. And it's just the three of you guys, right? How into fashion are you guys? You're matching.
I mean, judging by our outfits, I'd say we're not fucking into it at all. We're kind of bad at it.
What does cunt mean to you?
It's what girls say when something's cool. They say that's cunt.
So that's new.
Yeah.
Is it new?
Definitely a new interpretation of the word.
What are your thoughts on my outfit?
It looks green.
I'm Kermit the Frog.
Kermit.
Okay, fuck you. All right. Can fashion be a subversive art form?
Yeah, for sure.
In what way?
Well, like if you think historically back to like the punks, the original punks, when they had dyed hair and they would cut their hair in crazy ways, it really pissed off a lot of the establishment conservative people. And I mean, you'd be surprised, even to this day, people like are bothered that I have long hair in 2026. You know what I mean? So I think the way that you dress and the way you look really can upset people.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something that, you know, when I paint my nails a lot, and my family, friends, like a lot of people have asked me, what does this mean? They'll get mad about it, and it's just like, it's literally
it's
just
literally.
paint. Like,
Did you ever get called devil worshiper?
I have before. You know, I've gone home a couple of times, and you know, my tattoos definitely give, you know, some older generations.
I was gonna say, does it tend to be like a certain demographic that gets mad at the way you look?
Yeah, typically just the older generations, just older folks. They don't like it. They don't know what it means, and they just assume that it's all like, you know, devil worship stuff. And I can see where they're coming from.
And
why they think it's like looks evil, I guess. But that's, you know, not.
do you think that mindset is fading from society?
Yeah, I think it's fading. I was gonna say, it's surprising that any of it even exists. Like when people are critical of that, I'm surprised those people even still exist. It's like, that's so old school, you know?
Well, I feel like Arizona, compared to a lot of other places, clings on to that a lot more, you know what I mean?
I really feel like, you know, for a while it was. Recently, though, it seems like it's kind of coming back in fashion, so to speak. And, you know, I think a lot of, you know, if you look at studies, a lot of Gen Z men tend to lean more conservative than, you know, the past couple generations. And so I do definitely think it's something that may be more on the rise. And maybe, you know, right now it's more like a, looking for a trad wife kind of thing right now than specifically like being mad at tattoos, you know. But I definitely think it's a slope that's gonna lead there eventually.
Well, another thing is just that there's so many people who are so conservative and they dress completely alt. So they have the alternative hair, the alternative clothes, but they're like super conservative, centrist.
Those are posers.
I guess so.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you find that a lot of young men your age, do you think it's a majority that are leaning towards those more conservative values?
So I think if we're talking in my personal experience, yes, but I also happens to, I think that also correlates to just where I went to school. Just the kind of area it was in, it kind of leans more conservative. And so by nature, that was my personal experience. I know a lot of people in different areas who have a lot of different experiences.
What do you think it is that's making men flock towards that? I'm going to call it regressive mindset.
Yeah, I think it's the atomization and individualism that has plagued our country. So the idea is to get everyone alone, everyone, watching movies, Netflix, TikTok, whatever the fuck, but completely alone in your room in the dark. And that's for everyone. That's across the board. But the thing is that if you're a man doing that, then you're gonna be lonely. You know what I mean? You're not gonna make any meaningful relationships. And then when you're lonely and horny and just pissed off, then you turn into a Nazi, I guess. I don't know.
Prices keep going up. Wages haven't risen in I don't even remember how long. So, yeah, it's been a really long time. So I think because of that, these men are very upset and very angry, and they don't really have an outlet that they feel like they can talk to. And that's where kind of they were talking about, that's where figures like Fit and Fresh, Andrew Tate, like those kind of people kind of come in and start to take advantage of these angry young white men who feel like they don't have a place to go. And at the end of the day, they don't believe, at least some of them may, but I feel like some of them don't actually believe in what they're saying. They're just out for the money, right? And that's a lot of people.
Rage bait.
And was the same way, and that got outed on the news, like his texts and everything. He didn't believe any of this shit. He thought Donald Trump was fucking insane. He still does, but he just wanted his money. That's what it all comes down to. Everybody's so focused on getting money that we've stopped taking care of each other. And it's led to a society where a specific group was promised a very specific future, and now that they don't have that same guarantee that they once did, perhaps in the 50s, 60s, something like that, they don't know where to redirect their anger, because in their eyes they did everything right, but they didn't get there.
So this manosphere is really just like parasitic vultures perpetuating white supremacy, and since they can't deliver on those promises or whatever, you have a generation of men who are very upset ultimately at the lies that they've been told, but they don't know that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so the guys like those manosphere guys are taking advantage of this whole population of disgruntled men who, like, really, I mean, for these men the real cure to their issue is to engage in community, take care of their friends, take care of their family, take care of their neighbors, take care of plants and animals around them and stuff like that.
I like how you threw that in.
Well, yeah, I mean, seriously, no, because that stuff, I mean, and then like work out and shit like that, it like helps your brain chemistry so that you're not so twisted and easily manipulated by idiots anymore. Like,
Yeah. Can I add one more thing?
Yeah.
I think a lot of these manosphere guys, in order to stay relevant, they also need to say crazier and crazier stuff.
Yeah.
In order for their audience to stay. If this other guy's saying crazier stuff than this guy, everyone's gonna flock to him. So I think the main objective is exactly what he said. Just go outside. Don't listen to any but the manosphere, the womanosphere, any of it, because it's all gonna get crazier and crazier, and it's gonna end in bad things. So
they're looking for outrage.
go outside for sure.
Okay, well said, fellas. Hey, Zero.
Good to see you guys. What's up, man? Hey, how's it going? I'm doing good.
You're also wearing a black bike.
Yes, I am. Poca Madre style, you know what I mean? Yeah, fucking love those guys. Yeah.
That's tight. Where did this come from?
It's military surplus store. Yeah, I have the actual metal one. I just have this one on for now. It's a little lighter. I'm about to play right now because another band dropped out, so we're gonna fill in for them. Yeah.
Oh, so Missing October is playing? Yeah. Oh, sick, dude. Fucking nice.
You'll see us tonight.
Thank you.
Well, how did you begin to be involved in the world of fashion?
My fashion sense has been very 50-50 throughout my whole life. I feel like I've finally gotten a hold of it lately. I got into this creative realm, I guess you could say, probably about a year ago from the Diva Den. It's a vintage store in Scottsdale. It's amazing. It's what made me meet everybody here. I literally love everyone. So yeah, shout out to the Diva Den on that.
Shout out Diva Den.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Were you into fashion as like a younger person, like growing up?
Yeah, just a little bit. I was more into makeup, and I do still want to pursue makeup in the long run, but I'm doing some other things right now in the meantime.
Okay, what do you want to do with makeup? Like work with big stars or whatever?
Yeah, pretty much. I want to do people's makeup for long term. Big like vision is my own line.
Oh, cool. Nice, nice. The name of this event is Cunty Coyote.
Yes.
So that word, I feel like used to be very loaded.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was considered a very derogatory word for a long time, at least in America, right?
Yeah.
Not so much in like England or Australia. It was like a term of endearment, if you don't mind me saying.
Yeah.
What does cunt mean to you?
Honestly, I don't think it means what other people mean in the more derogatory way. I really think it just means you are giving your, can I curse?
Yeah.
You're giving your fucking all into what you're doing, and that's the whole reason for this. We are putting our all into this, and we want to show that through our vision, and that's what being cunt is. I mean, if you can serve it, serve it.
What are your thoughts on my outfit?
Oh, I love it. I love the color green, so I'm not mad about it. See, there you go. We're just matching today.
What do you think I could improve about my fashion sense? This was like as fancy as I could get.
Okay, no. I like the shoes.
The shoes, right?
They're good. The shoes are good.
They better be. They're fucking expensive. Can fashion be a subversive art form? Like something that challenges the status quo and pushes society forward in a more like progressive fashion?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, in the stance of like inclusivity, really pushing, making sure everyone feels welcome in this community, no matter your following, no matter what your body looks like, no matter anything. If you know you have it, come on down and do what you gotta do. I mean, I got into this community super quickly, and I didn't think I would. You know, I didn't think that this was an easy thing to get into, but when you find the right people, you make the right connections, don't be scared.
What are your thoughts on fast fashion?
You know, I try my best not to dip into it, of course, but you see it so often. I mean, it's in any store now, you know? If you really don't want to shop fast fashion, you gotta find the places to not do it. Some people like to argue that sometimes that clothes does last a long time for them, and it is the cheaper option. So like, yeah, totally understandable, but if you can reuse your clothes, go to the thrift store and just cut shit up and like fucking mess around with it.
That's punk.
I feel like that's punk, yeah.
So fast fashion is like, it's something that follows the current trends, right?
I mean, if we're speaking in truth, it is trendy. Right. Everyone's doing it, but it doesn't mean it should be.
Does it mean like what the word fast, is that like sort of like fast food? Like it's produced super quickly?
I think, yeah, it's just produced really fast. It's produced in the wrong way. Right. You know, who knows who's making this? There's a lot of terrible things happening in the background of those like Temu, Shein apps. You know, you get scammed by those things. Like, I don't touch that. I don't put my card on file for nothing.
I guess Hot Topic is fast fashion now.
It seems to be. It looks like their clothing is getting cheaper, but the price is getting higher, which I don't understand, and I haven't shopped there in years.
What are some ways that fashion can improve society?
Oh my gosh, that is a...
Like, do you think it encourages people to create their own style, or...
Yeah, I think it really encourages, it opens a different, like, creative, like, site. You know, I love fashion shows because it's so many different people's input on one outfit, you know? I love to see how people judge that singular outfit, the model, and everyone's point of view is completely different too.
What do you see as the future of fashion?
Oh my gosh. I think this generation is really pulling something out right now. I think this is the generation of authenticity. With the rise of AI, making something handmade means so much more right now, and people will pay the price for handmade right now.
What are some ways that people can get into like making their own clothes?
Oh my gosh, well, honestly, YouTube, fabrics, girl, if you really want to sew and you actually want to get into it, look up courses, look up classes. Arizona actually has fashion schools here, so you can get into it and learn how to sew by actual teachers.
I like what you said, a generation of authenticity. That's good.
Oh, 100%. I think after COVID is when this all popped off, where we all want to be someone in this world now, because we were alone. We were alone for literally like 2 years, basically, and that does something. And now we want to be out there. We want to do shit, and it sucks in a world of technology because everyone doesn't want to do shit. Everyone wants to stay home. Everyone wants to be on their phone, and I mean that's why social media is so crazy, so big, and you can pop off that way. But it's nice to have a community. It's better to actually talk to people in person and have genuine conversations.
Just thrifting, a lot of thrifting, and just a lot of networking when going out. I like to rave, so I go out and dance and dress up as nice as I can and just network with everybody else who also dresses nice. And I love your outfit, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That's what everybody keeps saying. Yeah. Green's my favorite color. So.
My favorite color.
Oh, cool. Green. Yeah. Everybody keeps saying thrifting. Okay. Is that where it's at nowadays?
As far as saving money in this economy, I'd say yeah.
For sure. Okay. I like that. So is there a certain like music or art form that inspires the way you dress?
I've always considered myself a rocker growing up. I grew up with listening to music, just all music, but growing up as a kid, a lot of Spanish rock was being played, and that kind of just changed my perspective. So growing up as like a skater and kind of an oddball in school, but now I'm one of the cool kids, so.
Nice. The word cunt has long been derogatory in America. Why is it different now, and how?
Because now we're just kind of embracing it, you know? If I'm a badass, I'm gonna say that, you know? But when it comes to a certain aesthetic, and women as well, because I say a majority of the fashion industry is dominated by women, and aesthetics, I'd say. So that was always a challenge for me, kind of getting into it, but, you know, but you find your way. But being cunty is just kind of embracing that you're a bad bitch and not giving a fuck as well in your own way. But it kind of brings some of the aesthetic as far as like Y2K, leopard print, high heel boots, and the cowboy hats and fur coats. So kind of inspiration from the early 2000s and Y2K.
Okay. Is cunt punk?
That sounds like a great name for a song.
Yeah.
And I would say yes.
Okay. Cunt punk, I like it. Well, you already complimented my outfit, so thank you for that. Is there anything that you would change about my outfit? Be as honest as you want.
No, I like it. I feel like it fits.
Thank you. Yeah. I was like, I'm going to a fashion event. I gotta look as good as I can, and
You stand
this
out
is
like
it.
a
I guess so.
like a thumb.
How dare you? So the question I have written down is, can fashion be a subversive art form? Like something that challenges the status quo and forces people towards looking at society in a different way?
I would say yes, especially with fast fashion. Back in the day, you know, people dress up for work, and there was only a certain dress code for that. And I feel like some of that lingered into society, and that's what the social norms are, button-ups, regular tees, you know, and just breaking away from that. What is a societal norm nowadays? You know, people are figuring themselves out and figuring what fashion is, and you know, there are many different fashion artists as well, and designers. So, and that's always the inspiration is, you know, what's on your mind and what you're feeling and thinking and who you are, and expressing that, whether it be fashion, art, music, it's all an art form, and everything is art. And that's why my name is PICASSAHOE, because I'm a hoe for art.
Nice. Hoe for art, I like that. So with this world that we're in right now at this moment, would this be considered like alternative fashion? Like as alternative to the mainstream? What is mainstream fashion?
Mainstream fashion, the best way I could think of it is probably jeans, button up, just like a regular American attire, you know, or business attire.
Fast fashion, how would you define it?
Very business oriented, big corporations like Shein, Zara, just like things that you would find at the mall that are mass produced and that do take a lot of water to make. And sometimes the quality isn't the best, so there's a lot of wear and tear, and they don't last as long and end up in our landfills and things of that nature. So that's where thrifting is kind of the thing, because it is used, you know, clothes, but you're giving it a second life. You know, you're reusing it with a purpose instead of just throwing it out in the trash. You know?
So we say fast fashion would not be art, is just simply consumerism?
To a point, I'd say it is art, you know, and it's more of a business art in that form, you know, I'd say, possibly. It is lucrative. It is a lucrative structure, but, you know, and I feel like that dampens the spectrum on artists, because they're having to compete against corporations and things like that, and other businesses trying to buy out those locations or their shops. So that's why I like independent events like this, because you meet different individuals, artists, and there you got people selling clothes outside, you know, and that's what it's all about, gathering people for a positive purpose.
So what can people do to like combat fast fashion?
More thrifting, and keep thrifting.
How often does fashion change, and what causes that change?
It's always changing, and that's society, the world, and the conflict and everything going on, the day-to-day life, and just ideas in the general. You know, it's always constantly changing, just like humans and animals are, and the weather. And unfortunately, it may not be changing always toward the positive, just like with our current situation in the world. But with that being said, you know, it's all about being creative and, you know, just being who you are and accepting creativity and trying new ideas, new things, new colors. And just, you know, it's okay to be a little experimental with yourself, because people are always trying to figure themselves out. You know, everyone's on their journey. So
So you believe that like political events can change fashion?
Oh yeah, I mean, especially when it comes to elections, you'll see people outside wearing either red or all blue. It could be used to separate and segregate people, or even, have an idea of what purpose and ideas our politicians are trying to portray. Because of the Trump MAGA hats back in the day. So you could almost stereotype people. Even though I don't like to do that. Never judge a book by its cover. But unfortunately, that's kind of become a thing as well.
Are there rules to fashion?
No, be as free as you want, do whatever you want.
Is there anybody in fashion that should be avoided, or any type of person? Are there bad people?
Sheen.
All right, this song is called Baby Baby.
first of all, thank you so much for putting this on.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, no, thanks for letting us film and harass all the people here.
That's what it's all about, just community and,
For sure.
vibes.
Do you put on a lot of events like this?
Every month, we're hoping to branch out to more. It's just, it's a little rough out here financially, especially making money from it. So it's hard working a full-time job and also doing this because we don't make anything from it. We do it for the love of it. And so hopefully eventually we do want to branch out to be bigger. We're just going to have to sell tickets. But nobody's going to buy the tickets right now because shit's down the shithole.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's kind of across the whole board with art in general. Nobody wants to invest in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But you're in the worlds of fashion and music. How do the two worlds come together? I mean, you've obviously executed something very awesome here tonight, but how did you figure out how to mesh it all together? Especially with the heavier songs that you guys are playing.
Right. Okay. So my brand is called PICHIZU for my clothing. And the reason for that is because I actually used to go by Peaches. And when I looked it up, PICHIZU is peaches with a Z in Japanese. And I was doing a lot of Japanese music at the time. So that name means a lot to me. But I've just been, since I was a kid, literally just in my room with my computer on GarageBand making songs. It's just been my whole life. But also from that, fashion has been my whole life as well. I feel like within fashion and music, you can have equally amounts of emotion between both of them. And so it's kind of just expressing my life and the beauty within the trauma is a really big one for me because it's a way that I get to connect deeper with other people, and it's helpful because I get to have endless amounts of lyrics for my songs. But I used to make and sell clothes in literally elementary school. So yeah, so I always loved to do both. And people always told me you have to choose one, and I think that's bullshit. And we proved that tonight.
Right, yeah, I know for sure. And fashion and I guess rock have always been together, intertwined. Yeah.
And I think a lot of it that makes me passionate about it is when I first started attending events when I moved back to the Valley. It was very unfortunate because it didn't feel very inclusive and it didn't feel welcoming, and I kind of felt like the odd one out sometimes because there was a lot of groups that are cliquey. But it's if you show up, automatically you're my best friend, and so it's when I want to create these spaces, I'm not just creating. Thank you, baby, I love you.
That's a good person.
That's a good person. I love her.
I don't blame her. Yeah.
Exactly what I mean, though. The community and the trueness and the beauty of humanity and bringing people together. So when I attend fashion shows in the fashion world, I think it's beautiful. The normal walk is really cool. The normal walk. But I feel like it just gets repetitive and it gets a little boring. So I like adding a little spice into it, which is funny because that's similar to what the Diva Den is doing. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but
FABI was telling us about it.
And so they're truly doing exactly what I wanted to do too, and that I've been dreaming about doing for years. So I'm so happy about where Arizona is going because now we have more people going into the fashion world wanting to create more theatrical, performances, right? My models tonight, they were all acting, putting on this character, but maybe an inner person that's inside of them coming out, being able to finally showcase something that was inside them all along, right, that they can finally let out. And that's what Cunty Coyote is being a little crazy, being a little out there. So that's why I think the theme of tonight was very special because everyone was able to just be bare. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Cunty Coyote. And I've prefaced this question with that word has long been associated with being a derogatory term for women, right? But it seems like there's an embracing of it and a flipping of it in modern day society.
Right.
So what does, and excuse my language, cunt mean to you?
Oh, that's a good one. Cunt means to me that you are unapologetic and you are who you are. You say what you want to say and you don't care what anyone else thinks.
So cunt is punk?
Cunt is? No. I think there's some qualities in there, but punk as a culture is definitely special on its own. So, but they're similar.
Would you say that cunt is more inherently feminine?
No. I think it's for everyone.
Okay.
Everyone, yeah.
So you design clothes? You make your own clothes and everything? Like handmade, like all stitching?
Hand stitched.
Yeah. Okay.
Hand stitched. I don't use like anything else but my hands. Yeah. No sewing machine.
Right.
Yeah, I want to do everything that I can. I want to do everything that I can without technology.
Okay. Nice. Old school.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. What? Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of us are losing a lot of maybe even innocence, just parts of us through the media. And that's really unfortunate because a lot of these things I really do enjoy making content, but sometimes if I feel like I have to, I'm not going to do it.
What are your thoughts on my outfit? Be brutal. It's okay.
Ooh, love the shoes.
Thank you.
Love the shirt. I love green. I love neon right now.
Yeah.
You know what? I fuck with the vest over it too, like the little polo moment. What pendant do you have on your necklace?
It's an anchor. I grew up on a boat. Yeah.
Holding it near to your heart. Yes, perfect. What does the hat mean?
My son's autistic.
Okay.
And I believe in their rights very much so.
Well, there we go. Then it's a 10 out of 10. Are you kidding me?
Thank you.
It's coming
Appreciate
from
that.
the heart.
Yeah.
You're wearing things that mean something to you, and you're well put together. It looks clean.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Is fashion always like this much fun?
I mean, it's up to the person. Like going back to kind of what I was saying earlier, it really is up to if you enjoy it or not. Because sometimes people get stuck and they can't get out, and you can tell. And so I kind of just want to go up to them and be like, honey, like I promise you, you can go do something different. But sometimes they're scared because that's all they know. So a lot of that passion gets drifted away, especially if it is your kind of full-time job. Because right now it's just a hobby for me, and so I want it to be my full-time. But a lot of times when that happens to people, they drift away from what once drove them to that art anyway.
Who are some of the designers that you enjoy or that inspire you?
Oh my gosh. Okay. For me, right now, there is this very special person that's actually in my life. Their name is Lavender, and they run a lot with this business called Oddbot. Yeah, Oddbot 121. They just changed the name. And they are spectacular. Like, you can tell the passion and the beauty within everything that they do, and they're my main inspiration right now.
Now, I haven't asked anybody this question yet. Do you think that fashion is a reactive or a proactive art form? Is it reacting to society, or is it like creating something more or less out of nothing? Or both?
Both, for sure. Yes, both for sure. I think that question depends on how you view the world, too. So it's like, am I experiencing this, or am I watching through my eyes experiencing this? Like, am I really in this moment, or am I in my head? So that's what I think of when you ask that question.
Fast fashion.
Ick.
Good answer. In what ways do you think it's harmful in general?
Other than the environment, I think it's really repetitive, and I think it's also the positive and the benefit. I know that's crazy, but like it helps people have some sort of guidance. And so this may sound really, really bad, but it's like the best word I could describe it as. But like there's the sheep and then there's the person like herding the sheep, right? And so sometimes that's where people are comfortable. Like, some people are comfortable working under someone, and that's what they love, and that's what they enjoy, and that's, it gives them guidance. For me, I like working for myself. And so, but nothing is wrong with either one. So it's more so where, as a human, like, viewing them that way, I'm like, I understand why you're like that, and I understand why you do those things, and I'm not judging you, but that's not for me.
So can you talk about how fast fashion harms the environment?
The landfills, I mean, like, if you think about it, I go to the bins too, like the Goodwill bins, and it kind of honestly breaks my heart a little bit when I'm there, because I just see so many things that like had life, and a lot of the items that they're making right now aren't like cotton, aren't any of that. They're just polyester, and they're not made out of like good fabrics anymore.
Like all the microfibers.
Right, and it doesn't, like, it's not gonna go away. Where is it gonna go? And so it's just kind of sad how people can just, I don't know, it makes me a little upset, but I get it. But like, how can you buy something knowing that you're contributing to that, to just that build up. And when I think of Earth, I think of me. So it's like, how would I want to take care of myself? That's how I'm viewing how I want to take care of the Earth.
Do you want to plug where people can follow you and support you?
Yeah, everywhere. I'm everywhere, but my handles are Pink Sun Dragon, and then I just actually started going by my real name recently, which I haven't my whole life. Like, I've always gone by something else. Like, my nickname's Hazey, but my real name is Zatalia, and so that's like really big for me to say, and that's crazy. Oh.
It's a cool name.
Thank you so much. And it kind of freaks me out because it was so unique, and the spelling was so different, and I had a lot of troubles within like stalker situations, and like the police told me, they were like, no, never go by your real name, don't post it anywhere, and it was like really bad. But I was like, I don't want to live in fear, and I'm gonna take my power back, and I'm gonna take my name back. And so yeah, so that's my Instagram at Zatalia, and then my band is Zavelle. You can find us everywhere: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at official Zavelle, and at Lady Zavelle. Sorry, I have so many ads. And but we're on all platforms. And then my company at AZ DeZign, and it's designed with a Z because I love Z's. And then I actually own an agency as well. It's called Unhinged Ink DOLLZ, and that is super fun, and it's all about like alternative models with tattoos and piercings and kind of just doing our thing. And we're actually doing a reality show right now.
Really?
Yes!
What? I don't want you to give too much away, but like, what's the premise?
It's gonna come out this summer, and it's just gonna be very like old school. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can imagine like kind of throwing fits, I guess, like just being very exaggerative.
Very reality TV.
Very reality, like old school, because I feel like the reality TV now is like boring. Where's the drama? So we bringing the drama.
Yeah, nice.
Yep.
Nice. Are there rules to fashion? I'm guessing no.
Never.
Nice. Okay.
A lot of people sometimes they can be afraid of looking at themselves in the mirror, whether that be insecurity or you have other people's thoughts or words in your head or what you think they might think. And so I would really ask anyone to practice looking at yourself in the mirror, and whether that be just a smile or affirmations, or just asking yourself like, who am I really without all of this influence? Because everything you listen to, everything you watch, that's an influence. Your friends, that's an influence. Like what you talk about with other people, the music that you listen to, everything. So without all of that, and without all the trauma and the bad negative vibes, everything you've gone through, just really like soul searching and kind of looking at yourself and like giving yourself that opportunity to put everything aside and be like, what do I want? Not what they want. Who am I and what do I want?
Very well put. Thank you. Thank you so much. This has been great. That was awesome. Thank you. Okay. So this has been a pretty cool event. I did not know what to expect. Expectations blown. Let us know when the next one is. We'll come out or whatever. And this has been Let's Ruin Our Lives. Bye.
Let's ruin our lives.